You think you can chase everything and catch something? You cannot. The man who tries to do everything ends up mastering nothing. The woman who wants every door open never walks through one. You scatter your energy across 1,000 desires and wonder why none of them materialize. You are not failing because you lack opportunity. You are failing because you refuse to choose one. Let me be blunt. Most people drift through life like leaves in a stream. They have no definite purpose. They wake up without knowing what they truly want. They say they want wealth, but they have no plan. They say they want success, but they chase every shiny object that crosses their path. They live in a fog of indecision, and that fog becomes their prison. They try a little of this, a little of that, and accomplish nothing of substance. They are busy but not productive, active but not effective, moving but going nowhere. This is the poverty of ambition I have witnessed in thousands of men and women, not the poverty of empty pockets, but the poverty of scattered thinking. The mind without focus is like a river without banks. It spreads wide, grows shallow, and loses all power. You want to know why you are not rich? Look at your thoughts. Are they concentrated on one definite objective, or are they scattered across 100 half-formed wishes? The answer to that question will tell you everything you need to know about your future. I spent over 20 years studying the most successful people in America: Andrew Carnegie, Thomas Edison, Henry Ford, John D. Rockefeller. These men did not succeed because they tried everything. They succeeded because they chose one thing and refused to let it go. Carnegie did not dabble in steel while also trying to become a painter and a farmer and a politician. He focused on steel with a burning intensity that consumed his every waking thought. Edison did not scatter his genius across every field of science. He chose specific problems and attacked them with relentless persistence. Ford did not build a little bit of everything. He built one thing, an automobile that every working man could afford. Do you see the pattern? Definiteness of purpose, singleness of aim, the concentration of all mental and physical resources on one clearly defined objective. This is the foundation of all great achievement. This is the secret that separates those who succeed from those who merely try. But you have been taught to keep your options open. You have been told that trying many things increases your chances. You have been sold a lie. The truth is this: the person who tries everything has no power because their energy is divided. The person who chooses one thing and commits fully has all the power in the world because their energy is unified. Thoughts are things. When you think about 100 different goals, you create 100 weak thought forms. When you think about one goal with burning desire and absolute faith, you create a single powerful force that bends reality to your will. Your subconscious mind does not know how to serve 100 masters. It needs clarity, it needs direction, it needs a definite chief aim burned into it through repetition and emotion. When you give it that, it goes to work for you day and night. It attracts opportunities. It sharpens your perception. It guides you toward the people, circumstances, and ideas you need. But when you give it confusion, it gives you nothing. When you feed it indecision, it feeds you back more indecision. You get what you plant. You harvest what you sow. And right now, you are sowing chaos. Let me tell you about a man who understood this principle. His name was Thomas Edison. When he set out to create a practical incandescent light bulb, people thought he was wasting his time. Gas lighting worked fine, but Edison had a vision. He had a definite purpose. He did not try to invent the light bulb while also trying to become a great musician or a successful merchant. He focused, and when he failed, he did not quit. He failed once. He failed 100 times. He failed 1,000 times. Some say he failed 10,000 times before he found the right filament. Do you know what he said about those failures? He said he had not failed. He had simply discovered 10,000 ways that did not work. That is the mindset of a person with a definite chief aim. Failure is not defeat. Failure is education. Every setback carries within it the seed of an equal or greater benefit, but only if you have the persistence to find it. Edison found it because he was not trying everything. He was trying one thing in 10,000 different ways. There is a difference, a massive difference. One approach is scattered and weak. The other is focused and unstoppable. Now think about your own life. How many times have you started something with excitement only to abandon it when things got difficult? How many times have you jumped to a new opportunity because the old one required too much work? How many dreams have you buried under the excuse that you were exploring your options? You were not exploring. You were escaping. You were running from the discomfort of commitment. You were avoiding the one thing that would actually change your life, making a decision and sticking to it no matter what. Indecision is a habit. Procrastination is a habit. And these habits are killers. They kill dreams before they are born. They kill ambition before it can take root. They kill potential before it can become reality. You think you are keeping your options open, but what you are really doing is closing all doors, because success does not come to the person who waits for perfect conditions. Success comes to the person who decides, acts, and persists regardless of conditions. Andrew Carnegie understood this. He was a poor immigrant boy who became one of the richest men in the world. How did he do it? He chose one industry, steel, and he organized his entire life around that one aim. He studied it. He planned for it. He formed a mastermind group of men who shared his vision. He did not waste his time trying to be good at everything. He became great at one thing, and that one thing made him a fortune beyond imagination. The mastermind principle is one of the most powerful forces in the universe. When two or more minds come together in harmony toward a definite purpose, they create a third mind more powerful than either of them alone. But this principle only works when there is a definite purpose. You cannot form a mastermind around vague wishes. You cannot harness the combined intelligence of others if you do not know what you want. Clarity attracts cooperation. Confusion repels it. So let me ask you this. What is your definite chief aim? Can you state it in one clear sentence? If you cannot, then you do not have one. And if you do not have one, you are drifting. You are trying everything and catching nothing. You are spreading yourself so thin that you become invisible. You are diluting your power until it has no effect at all. Before I continue, answer one question honestly. If you died tomorrow, what would be the one thing you wish you had pursued with everything you had? Not 10 things, one thing. What is it? If you are still listening, something inside you is waking up. That something is your burning desire. It has been buried under years of indecision and fear. It has been drowned out by the voices of critics who told you to be realistic. It has been smothered by your own doubts and hesitations. But it is still there, and it is the only thing that can save you from a life of mediocrity. Burning desire is not a mild preference. It is not a casual interest. It is an obsession. It is a fire that consumes you. It is a force that drives you out of bed in the morning and keeps you awake at night. It is the difference between wanting something and needing it like air. Most people never experience this level of desire because they have never chosen one thing long enough to fall in love with it. They taste 100 things and savor nothing. But when you choose one definite purpose and commit to it completely, something magical happens. Your desire intensifies. Your focus sharpens. Your energy multiplies. You stop wasting time on things that do not matter. You stop being distracted by every new trend and shiny object. You become a force of nature. You become unstoppable. I studied Henry Ford for years. When he decided to build an automobile for the common man, everyone told him it was impossible. His engineers told him the design he wanted could not be built. His investors told him to give up. His critics mocked him. But Ford had a definite chief aim, and he refused to let it go. He did not try to build 10 different products for 10 different markets. He built one car, the Model T, and he built it so well and so efficiently that it changed the world. Ford used to say that whether you think you can or think you cannot, you are right. Your thoughts determine your reality. If you think you must try everything to find success, you will try everything and find nothing. If you think you can succeed by focusing on one thing with relentless determination, you will succeed. The choice is yours. But it is a choice you must make, and you must make it now, because time is running out. Every day you spend in indecision is a day you can never get back. Every week you spend dabbling in a dozen different pursuits is a week of wasted potential. Every month you spend avoiding commitment is a month closer to the end of your life. And when you look back, you will not remember all the things you tried. You will only regret the one thing you never fully pursued. So what will it be? Will you continue scattering your energy like seeds thrown on rocky ground? Or will you choose one fertile field and tend it with care until it produces a harvest beyond your wildest dreams? The answer to that question will determine everything. Let me tell you what happens when you choose. When you make a definite decision and back it with burning desire, the universe conspires to help you. Opportunities appear that were invisible before. People come into your life who can help you. Ideas flow into your mind at unexpected moments. Obstacles that seemed insurmountable suddenly have solutions. This is not magic. This is the law of attraction in action. Your focused thoughts become a magnet that draws to you everything you need to achieve your goal. But this law only works when your thoughts are focused. A weak, scattered desire attracts weak, scattered results. A strong, concentrated desire attracts powerful, definite results. You cannot fool the universe. You cannot pretend to have a burning desire when you are secretly keeping 10 backup plans. You must go all in. You must burn the ships. You must cut off all retreat and commit completely to your chosen path. I know this is frightening. I know it feels safer to keep your options open, but safety is an illusion. The safest path is the one that leads nowhere. The riskiest path is the one you never take. You think you are protecting yourself by trying everything, but what you are really doing is guaranteeing failure, because success requires sacrifice. It requires focus. It requires the courage to say no to 99 good opportunities so you can say yes to the one great opportunity. Every person I studied who achieved lasting success made this sacrifice. They chose, they committed, they persisted, and when obstacles arose, they did not run to another opportunity. They stayed and fought. They adapted, they learned, they grew, and eventually they won. There was a man I spoke with many years ago who told me his story. He had tried to be a doctor, a lawyer, and a businessman. He had invested years into each pursuit, only to quit when things got hard. By the time he was 40, he had nothing to show for his efforts. He was broke, bitter, and defeated. One day, he decided enough was enough. He chose one thing: sales. He committed to becoming the best salesman in his industry. He studied, he practiced, he faced rejection after rejection, but he did not quit. Within 5 years, he was earning more money than he had ever imagined. Within 10 years, he owned his own company. He told me that choosing one thing was the hardest and best decision he ever made. That is the power of a definite chief aim. It transforms your life. It gives you direction. It gives you energy. It gives you a reason to wake up every morning with enthusiasm and purpose. Without it, you drift. With it, you soar. Now, I want you to understand something about persistence. Persistence is not stubbornness. Persistence is intelligent, focused effort applied continuously toward a definite end. It is the ability to keep moving forward even when you do not see immediate results. It is the faith that your efforts are accumulating, that every action is building towards something greater, even if you cannot see it yet. Most people give up too soon. They try something for a few weeks or months, and when they do not see instant success, they quit and move on to something else. They are like farmers who plant seeds, then dig them up a week later to see if they are growing. They never give their efforts time to bear fruit. They never develop the persistence required for great achievement. Persistence is developed through practice. It is a muscle that grows stronger the more you use it, and it is absolutely essential if you want to turn your definite chief aim into reality, because obstacles will come, setbacks will happen, doubts will creep in, and when they do, only persistence will carry you through. Think about Edison again. 10,000 attempts. Most people would have quit after 10. Some would have quit after 100. Edison persisted through 10,000. Why? Because he had a definite purpose that burned so brightly in his mind that failure could not extinguish it. Every failed attempt was simply one step closer to success. Every setback was feedback. Every obstacle was an opportunity to learn and adjust. You must develop this same mindset. You must see every challenge as a teacher. You must view every failure as a stepping stone. You must understand that success is not a straight line. It is a winding path filled with detours, obstacles, and unexpected turns. But if you stay committed to your definite chief aim, if you persist with faith and determination, you will reach your destination. Autosuggestion is one of the most powerful tools at your disposal. It is the process of feeding your subconscious mind with specific thoughts and desires until they become part of your automatic belief system. You do this through repetition and emotion. You state your definite chief aim clearly, with feeling multiple times a day. You visualize it. You feel it. You believe it. And over time, your subconscious mind accepts it as true and goes to work making it real. Most people never use this tool because they do not believe in it. They think it is too simple. They think success must be complicated. But the truth is, success is simple. It is not easy, but it is simple. Choose one thing. Commit to it completely. Persist until you succeed. Use autosuggestion to program your subconscious mind for success. Form a mastermind group to multiply your intelligence and resources. Take organized, intelligent action every single day, and do not quit until you have what you want. Organized planning is another critical element. You cannot simply wish for success. You must plan for it. You must break your definite chief aim down into smaller, actionable steps. You must create a timeline. You must identify the resources and knowledge you need. You must anticipate obstacles and prepare solutions. And then you must execute your plan with relentless discipline. But here's the key. Your plan must serve one purpose, not 10 purposes. One. If you try to create a plan that accomplishes everything, you will create a plan that accomplishes nothing. Focus. Simplify. Concentrate all your efforts on your one definite chief aim and watch how quickly things begin to change. You are not ordinary. You were born with infinite potential. You have a mind capable of extraordinary things. But that potential will remain dormant until you awaken it with a definite purpose. You can spend your entire life trying everything and achieving nothing, or you can choose one thing and achieve greatness. The choice is yours, but it is a choice you must make consciously, deliberately, and immediately. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. They will never come. Stop waiting for permission. You do not need it. Stop waiting for certainty. It does not exist. The only certainty is this: if you do not choose, life will choose for you. And life does not care about your dreams. Life will push you wherever the wind blows unless you plant your feet and decide where you are going. I have seen men with average intelligence achieve extraordinary success because they had a definite chief aim and the persistence to pursue it. I have seen men with genius-level intellect fail miserably because they scattered their energy across too many pursuits. Intelligence is not enough. Talent is not enough. Education is not enough. What matters is focus. What matters is desire. What matters is decision backed by action. So make your decision now. What is your definite chief aim? What is the one thing you want more than anything else in the world? What is the goal that, if you achieved it, would make every sacrifice worthwhile? Find that goal. Claim it. Own it. Write it down. Speak it out loud. Feel it in your bones. And then commit to it with everything you have. Do not announce it to the world. Do not seek approval from others. Do not wait for encouragement. Just begin. Take the first step today. Then take the next step tomorrow. And keep taking steps, one after another, until you reach your destination. Some steps will be easy. Some will be hard. Some will feel like progress. Some will feel like setbacks. But if you keep moving forward, you will eventually arrive. And when you do, you will look back and realize that the decision to focus on one thing was the turning point of your life. You will see how much time you wasted trying everything. You will see how much energy you lost to indecision. And you will be grateful that you finally chose, because that choice will have made all the difference. There is a power within you that is greater than any obstacle you will ever face. It is the power of thought directed toward a definite end. It is the power of desire transformed into faith. It is the power of persistence that refuses to accept defeat. This power is dormant in most people because they never learn to use it. But it is there, and it is waiting for you to claim it. The moment you choose your definite chief aim and commit to it completely, that power awakens. It begins to work through you, around you, and for you. Doors open, opportunities appear, resources materialize, people show up to help, not because of luck, not because of chance, but because you have aligned your thoughts, emotions, and actions with a clear purpose. And when you do that, you tap into a force that most people never even know exists. This is not theory. This is not philosophy. This is fact. I have seen it proven thousands of times by thousands of people. The principle is universal. It works for anyone who applies it. But you must apply it. You must act on it. You must live it every single day. Riches begin in the mind. Poverty begins in the mind. Success begins in the mind. Failure begins in the mind. Everything you are, everything you have, and everything you will ever become starts with a thought. So guard your thoughts. Choose them carefully. Focus them relentlessly on your one definite purpose. And watch as your external world begins to mirror your internal vision. You have been given a gift, the gift of choice, the gift of free will, the gift of a mind capable of shaping reality. Do not waste it trying everything. Do not squander it on indecision and distraction. Use it to create something meaningful. Use it to build something lasting. Use it to become the person you were meant to be. The world does not need another person who tries a little of everything and masters nothing. The world needs people who commit, people who focus, people who persist, people who refuse to quit until they have turned their vision into reality. Be one of those people. Choose your path, walk it with courage, and never, ever look back. Your destiny is calling. It has been calling for years, but you have been too busy trying everything to hear it. Stop. Listen. What is it saying? What is the one thing you were put on this earth to do? Find it. Pursue it. Give it everything you have. And when you do, you will discover a life of richness beyond measure. Not just financial riches, though those may come, but richness of purpose, richness of meaning, richness of fulfillment, the kind of richness that money cannot buy, but that focused effort always produces. This is your moment. This is your chance. Do not let it pass. Do not let fear hold you back. Do not let doubt creep in. Make your decision now. Choose your definite chief aim. Commit to it with burning desire. Plan for it with organized intelligence. Persist through every obstacle and believe with absolute faith that you will succeed, because you will. Not because I say so, not because you hope so, but because it is a law. When you align your thoughts, desires, and actions with a definite purpose and persist until you achieve it, success is inevitable. It is not a matter of if, it is only a matter of when. So stop trying everything. Start mastering one thing. Your life depends on it. Your future depends on it. Your legacy depends on it. The time is now. The choice is yours. Make it count. If this message spoke to your heart, share it with someone who needs hope today. And if you want more messages that grow your soul, subscribe, because your journey has just begun.